Welcome to MSTAT. Today we are going to see measures of averages. We have seen the methods of collecting statistical data and classification of statistical data according to various characters. Tabulation of statistical data is a process of condensing the data, but for analysis of numerical data, we require certain statistical constants called measures of central tendency, measures of dispersion, measures of skewness and kurtosis, correlation, and etc., which will characterize the whole data. A statistical average is a single number around which the greatest proportion of the data concentrates. It gives an indication of the central tendency of the distribution. Hence, an average is called a measure of central tendency. Various averages in common use are mean, median, and mode. There are three types of mean. One is arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean. The arithmetic mean of set of n observation x1, x2, xn is defined by x bar is equal to x1 plus x2 plus xn the whole divided by n. This one we can write summation of x divided by n. Suppose the observations are n values, f1, f2, etc. up to fn are their frequency, and we can say it is weighted average mean. If x1, x2, xn are n values, f1, f2, etc. up to fn are their frequencies, respectively. Then x bar is equal to f1 x1 plus f2 x2 plus fn xn the whole divided by f1 plus f2 plus Fn. This one we can write summation of Fx whole divided by capital N, where capital N is equal to F1 plus F2 plus F3 plus etc. plus Fn. Arithmetic mean in frequency distribution. In case of discrete frequency distribution, we know the frequency according to each discrete value of the variable. In case continuous distribution, the frequency in any class represent the number of items taking the value of the variable between the limits of that class. So in that type of class, first take mid values of the class, mid values of the class, x1 up to xn. Then frequency f1, f2, etc. up to fn. But assume an average capital A, C be the true class interval. C be the true class interval. Take D is equal to xi minus a by c. Therefore, x bar is equal to a plus summation of fi di by capital N into c. So properties of arithmetic mean. First one, an arithmetic mean is increased by k if each item is increased by k. In this case, let x bar is equal to x1 plus x2 plus etc. up to xn by n. According to the statement, the arithmetic mean is increased by k if each item is increased by k. So we can write x1 plus k plus x2 plus k plus etc. plus xn plus k the whole divided by n. This one we can write x1 plus x2 plus etc. plus xn by n plus n times k by n. This one we can write x bar plus k. Second property, the algebraic mean of the deviation of all the observations from their mean is 0. The algebraic mean of the deviation of all the observations from their mean is 0, or algebraic deviation from the mean is 0. Let the observations we can say algebraic sum, that is better. Let the observation be x1, x2, etc. up to xn. X bar be their mean. The algebraic sum of the deviation of the observations from the mean x1 minus x bar plus x2 minus x bar plus etc. plus xn minus x bar. That we can write x1 plus x2 plus etc. plus xn minus n times x bar. That is equal to this one into n times n into x bar minus n times x bar, that is equal to 0. So that is sum of the deviation of all the observation from their mean is 0. So third property, if each of the observation is multiplied by k, the arithmetic mean is also multiplied by k. That means x bar is equal to x1 plus x2 plus etc. plus xn by n. Let x1 bar is equal to kx1 plus kx2 plus etc. plus kxn whole divided by n. That is equal to k into x1 plus x2 plus etc. plus xn by k, that n. Then we can write a k into x bar by n. So therefore x1 bar equal to k into x bar. So these three properties of arithmetic mean. Next we defined combined mean. Combined mean. If x1 and x2 are the means of two groups n1 and n2 item respectively, the mean of the combined group is x bar, that is equal to n1 x1 bar plus n2 x2 bar, the whole divided by n1 plus n2. Because the total of all items in second group n2 x2 bar. First group n1 x1 bar, n1 plus n2 is the total of the items n1 n2. Second one is geometric mean. The geometric mean of the observation x1, x2, etc. xn, that is geometric mean equal to x1, x2, etc. xn the whole power 1 by n. Suppose frequency cases, if x1, x2, etc. up to xn occur with frequency f1, f2, etc. up to fn, then GM geometric mean is equal to x1 power f1, x2 power f2, etc. up to xn power fn the whole power 1 by capital N, because capital N is equal to f1 plus f2 plus etc. to fn. If another case of geometric mean, if G1 is geometric mean of a group N1, observations, and G2 is the geometric mean of a group N2 observation, then Gn is combined group. Then the geometric mean of the combined group is G1 power n1 into G2 power n2 the whole power 1 by n1 plus n2. So these three cases we can use the geometric mean. Depends upon the problem. The another one is harmonic mean. The harmonic mean, a set of n observation x1, x2, etc. xn is defined by harmonic mean is equal to n divided by 1 by x1 plus 1 by x2 plus etc. 1 by xn. If another case in a frequency distribution, harmonic mean is equal to capital N divided by f1 by x1 plus f2 by x2 plus etc. fn by xn. Where n is equal to capital N is equal to f1 plus f2 plus etc. plus fn. So these formulas for arithmetic, geometric and harmonic mean for the corresponding problems. Thank you. We will continue in the next slide.